Welcome back. We have a special guest. Probably one of the closest friends I have from Baruch College. Baruch College, but shout out to Baruch College. Here's Ali, y'all.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
We just saw 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, directed by Nia DaCosta and written by Alex Garland. And I'm just going to come off straight off the bat. I was like, this is probably the most unserious and disturbing movie I ever watched. Like, I don't know how it balanced to the both, but it was like, oh, this is funny, but also really creepy. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. We were just saying earlier. This movie is just straight up wacky.
Yeah.
That's what it is. This movie is wacky. It is insane. There's moments of levity and things like that, but probably like 50% of the time you're watching this movie and it doesn't feel like a horror movie. I don't think anyone there was like one time a girl got scared,
Yeah.
like for real off a jump scare, like the entire time we were just like, oh, this is emotional, like,
Right.
yeah. And should we start with Nia DaCosta, the
director. First of all, I think we need sequels to come out faster. Because the 28 Years Later came out in June, and we already have a sequel in January.
Less than a year.
Yeah, it's like,
you wouldn't even see this back in the day.
I like that. This is why I'm like, okay, this is a plan, and that means, whatever they go in the third. And now I'm excited because it's like, okay, they did have a plan, and they're not doing like Marvel or Star Wars where they rewrite everything and base everything off audience reaction. It's like sometimes you just have to write and go with whatever your gut was going with.
100%. Like. You cannot watch The Bone Temple without having seen 28 Days Later.
Yes.
And it picks up right where it left off. And it has just the right amount of characters that carried over from the last movie. Not all of them do, but it's the transition is seamless.
Right.
Sometimes you would think, even with the different director, but what's his name? Alex Garland.
Oh, you're talking about no Danny Boyle.
Yeah, Danny Boyle. Like, even with the director change, I still believe he was producing. But even with a lot of that, and like the fact that it's a Sony movie, you would think it's this studio, messing things up.
I definitely say that's why I'm glad Nia DaCosta got to do a larger movie. This is the budget $63 million, so it's like, all right, this is like mid-scale movie.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy, but it's solid. I was like, oh, this is actually, and I have to come out. I don't like zombie movies. Like, I hated The Walking Dead. I remember everyone was watching that. I was like, this is trash. Like, were you a Walking Dead fan?
For the first two seasons, but I actually saw it 28 Days Later after The Walking Dead, and I was like, wait, the hospital. The dude woke up from a coma. I've seen this before, but then I also knew that 28 Days Later came out before that. So, Cillian Murphy, he's the OG of OGs.
I remember my dad rented out 28 Days Later, and I remember as a kid, I did not get it. I was like, I don't get this. What's going on? What is a rager virus?
It started with apes too.
Yeah.
Because I the first time I saw this movie was for the lead up to 28 Days Later 28 Years Later last year.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this movie's insane. But you kind of, if you're a late watcher like I was, you do kind of see bits and pieces that later influenced other pieces of the genre.
Right.
Yeah. And also about Nia DaCosta. Get this woman more work.
Yeah. For real.
In every way. The Marvels was trash. Feige, you messed that up. And we coming for you. But I hope not the next movie. So whatever would be the threequel in 28 Years Later.
Right.
But Nia DaCosta having more work in terms of her voice. So what I mean by that is Candyman was produced by Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
So, we don't really know if how much was that her just working for the studio and her just being a lens for their vision. Mm-hmm. Right. And yeah, same thing with this one. Like you said, Danny Boyle, he was actually supposed to direct it, but then he didn't. And she ended up getting it. But yeah, more work for Nia DaCosta, please.
It's kind of like Ryan Coogler's career, where he's like not up until Sinners. That's his first original movie. That was his original idea, not based on any IP. So Nia DaCosta, like you said, like Candyman, The Marvels, Hedda is based off a book. So it's like you could say, but I don't think that got a theatrical release. But but now we're seeing like that's why this movie has to make money. That's the thing with, especially if you're a black director or a person of color, you have to prove you can make money. And then they'll do, okay, we'll give you an original idea. What do you got for us? So go see it.
Or if it doesn't, she could direct Blade, and Jordan Peele could produce that. But
Blade,
he's
I've given up
or is highly against that
I've
idea.
given up on Blade. It's okay, guys. Wesley Snipes was great. We have those movies. I'm good with not like, hey, you don't have to touch.
And I want to see more of Mahershala Ali just aura farming. He's so cool. I rewatched Moonlight a month or so ago. Amazing movie, and
after
he's the GOAT.
he did Green Book, I think he only did like 2 movies after that.
Yeah, because
Another person that's like, wait,
yeah,
two Oscars.
but because Blade, they signed him to Blade, and it's in development hell for like since the pandemic.
I'm like, he has 2 Oscars, and it's like, where'd that go?
Wasting everybody's time.
Nowhere. Back to the movie. We're definitely just, but she definitely proves. I was telling Ali like, hey, I hope because that 28 years later, I remember that's when I was still putting on Letterboxd like the star rating. I was like, I actually don't know how to rate it. It was really just strange. And it was like, this is more of like a family story just in a zombie apocalypse. Now with this one, it's like we're following a religious cult
Yeah,
in the zombie apocalypse. What?
So the religious undertones were super heavy.
Yeah.
Super heavy. And also just the philosophical conversation of science versus religion.
Right.
Those bits were great. Also, yeah, just like, bringing in, these biblical figures. And let's talk about Jack O'Connell. Let's talk about this dude. He's on and upwards with this guy, like last year with Sinners. And, he's been, what was he famous for before that?
It's this British show. I forgot the name, but what's his name was in that too. Dev Patel. What's the brother from Get Out? I'm blanking on his name.
The dude from the Border Tribe?
No.
From Wakanda?
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah, but the Border Tribe. Yeah,
from Get Out. The Border Tribe with the rhinos.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know. I just always knew him as
bad. I should know his name. He was in Judas and the Black.
Kamunya?
No, Judas and the Black Messiah.
It's with a K.
It is something. Daniel Kaluuya.
Yes.
They all were in the same British show as young teens, and that's kind of how they all blew up.
He's British?
Yeah. Well, Irish, but
great
I
actor.
think worked in Britain. But yeah, like you're saying, like Jack O'Connell's, and now I'm like, Ralph Fiennes has that lane of like, hey, he's a go-to villain guy. Jack O'Connell, I'm kind of like, hey, if you need a villain, he just like, I need a crazy white guy.
For the sake of his career though. Maybe like, because he is a great actor,
Right.
And if we're being for real, like the character in Sinners and this, if you're not a good actor, that character does not work.
Yeah.
Like you could totally fumble that. But he is a great actor, and he just needs to be in more stuff where he's actually acting and just not, kind of the Jack Sparrow. Oh, I'm Jack Sparrow, and now I'm the Lone Ranger was that, you just can't be wacky every time, but more work for him too.
I think what he's really good at is, I was saying, like, this movie's balancing being a comedy and like, wait, what?
And he does it really well.
Funny.
Yeah,
and then it's like, then he'll say something that's deeply disturbing, and you're like, wait, what?
And also, he's a great body language actor. The one bit that stood out to me was when the one guy, one of the fingers, one of the Jimmies, when he died, and going back to the these religious undertones, he did like the like his soul, and then that it went up. But that's just like a small detail, and we don't know if it was written in or Nia DaCosta was like, hey Jack, do the thing. And then, or maybe he did it itself. But, even if you're directed to do that as an actor, to pull that off and make it look natural and not like okay, like, you're just you're not the crazy person, you
Right.
playing the crazy person.
Exactly.
It doesn't really come off that good.
And then with the Seven Fingers, who like he's like, oh, old Nick is supposed to be Satan, and he's like, I hear the voice of Satan, and I have to give charity to Satan. Which I don't know about you. That scene when they were skinning them, I didn't like that. I was like, this is too much.
Yeah, that's probably the one thing about the movie where it's like we don't. Yeah, like at least for me, but I think we speak for both of us. Is that like it was just too much.
Yeah.
It was too much. It had nothing to do with the story. If maybe skinning people was also a part of religious
Right.
undertone, which it's really not. The crucifixion was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that bit was fine. But yeah, it was just too extreme. Extreme, especially with the naked woman and
Yeah, I'm like, whoa! They were showing it. I was like, hey,
yeah,
this ain't rated hard anymore. I'm actually scared.
what skin boobs even look like that?
I don't know. That was now you got me thinking about it. I'm like, see, I don't want that image in my head. I don't like when
Yeah, because it's body fat. No,
yeah, it's
so why was it red? Why was it muscle?
Well, they're bleeding. That's one thing.
The VFX slept on that one.
And then with the pregnant woman, I was like, okay, she has to live.
That's another thing.
I was like, you can't. I was like, if Nina Khan said, okay, she's
So-
crazy. If you have the balls to be like, I'm gonna kill a pregnant woman.
They're obvious. Well, before we get to that, we need to shout out the star of the show, the heart of the movie,
Samson.
Samson, handsome Samson. Okay, and he's played by Shai Lewis Perry, who is actually not an actor, but a 6'8" kickboxer and MMA fighter. Don't see his record, but Mr. Perry, if you're not doing great, you should act full time because you're amazing. And this guy also kind of looks like Jason Momoa. So
But just
yeah, like
way more like physically imposing.
Yeah, and he's like physically, he's just not like the actor who worked out for the role.
Right.
Like he lives that life. like he's like this dude's big.
Now, I think and especially from coming from 28 years later, he's kind of like the villain in that. In this one, he's getting a redemption arc, and what is it? Ian, the doctor's like nursing him back to humanity. Which I was like, I was just saying, this movie definitely watching 28 years later, and then knowing, okay, this was the next sequel. Wherever the third one's going, I'm genuinely like, I don't know where they're going. And I think that's fun for a trilogy to have.
Yeah, because going back to clearly they have a plan,
Right.
Because the entire thing is, hopefully it ends well and it's all wrapped up nicely in a little bow tie in terms of storytelling, not a happy ending. But the baby from 28 years later that was born of the infected woman, but then the baby wasn't infected from the last movie.
Right.
The pregnant woman getting away, and also healing Samson is just like it's clearly leading up. Hey, like there is a cure out here, which is unlike most infected zombie movies where it's just dismay, agony, and
someone
death.
hiding a bite. I hate that. I'm like, they do that I got bit, but I'm not telling anyone. I was like, shut up. Who cares?
Yeah.
This one actually is like, oh, wait. And then the doctor using science being like, okay, if morphine helps you calm down, maybe it is a psychotic thing. And he gives him psychotic drug, antipsychotics to be like, okay, maybe I can, because they do show when he rips that guy's skull out, he sees like the person's like a demon. It is something that is going to attack them, and it's a regular person.
They foreshadowed that because for instead of showing us what the person screaming trying to get away like oh my god but they showed us what Samson saw, and Samson saw like a demon for lack of a that's what he saw. And it was just great. Like Samson also his acting, because he has like 2 or 3 lines.
Yeah, it says Moon Samson.
Yeah, that's it. But to actually pull that off, it's like you have no lines. You're just relying on your physical and your fit. That's where you're making money. the facial work and just him looking up and him almost being killed by well, not killed, but being put out to pasture peacefully. By,
Right. When he's like, I'm gonna give you a bunch of morphine, just kill you.
Yeah, and he was just
like,
he was just like, not time out, Moon.
It makes me think of Michael Myers. Like, what if Michael Myers started talking with people like, hold up, he's not a killer, he's a good guy.
Well, yeah, in this world, and also kind of the sad part where or for the character where they did the flashback,
right?
And he was just a kid.
Right.
So it wasn't like, Samson was an adult and the whole thing broke out or any of that.
Yeah.
The scene on the train is, and but that sequence on the train where he's just like, how do I have a ticket? That was another line.
I don't have a ticket.
That was like the only other line. He's like,
then a jump scare. I was like, oh, okay. But I thought, it's interesting what this movie is saying about humanity. What's the first thing when he kind of like, after he says Moon, he gives him clothes. And then what comes to him? Memory. So what makes us human are they saying memory is what makes us human? Because the raging virus, I mean, they just see someone's a demon or a predator, and they're like, I gotta kill you. That's it. It's very simple.
I sometimes wonder if, and actually, I didn't rewatch the first movie for this, but I was actually like, is the baby that survived the first movie, is that Samson's?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. That's Sam. I think he's gonna connect that.
Because he went back to the train for a reason, like not just the memory of him. Yeah,
but he went back to his memory as a human. But does he have a memory of you impregnated that infected woman?
But was he infected? Like were they both infected? And he was like, "Yo, you cute."
No, he definitely. Remember, they call him the alpha. I'm guessing he's sleeping with all of them.
Hey.
No, that's definitely his baby. There's no, or she was what? But it's been 28 years, so it's not like she got pregnant before. So it was like,
yeah, because it wasn't like Samson, got infected and
right,
and then that'd be another thing. If you get infected as like a 10-year-old, do you grow, or are you forever 10, infected?
No, they do grow. Remember, he's growing hair. You do grow.
Yeah, but growing hair is different from, like...
So I think if you're still
hitting zombie puberty,
eating brains, if you're still getting your daily intake of brain, you will grow as a young zombie.
Yeah.
And I think that, I was going to say, this movie is not a traditional... I think zombies, we kind of been there, done that. But this one is like, okay, how can we do this differently? And especially you're revisiting... It's just still a requel. Those all reboot, sequel, whatever. It's just still that, but it still feels fresh. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what makes this movie like, okay, this is different.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's like everything is fresh, it's new, and I guess since we're going in sequence order, what did you think of the Iron Maiden scene? With Ralph Finesse.
He says finesse, I say fines. Who knows?
He's both.
But I thought that was funny. I was definitely like, because he makes a deal with Jack O'Connell's character, like, hey, I just told, he's my peeps. He kept saying my peeps. I was like, this is deeply unserious. Like, there's no way this movie is like not a comedy. And our crowd was kind of cold. Like, they weren't, it was a joke, obviously. No one was laughing because they were like, shit, I was laughing. I don't care.
Because they knew it was about to, go south. But, like also Jack, like a very good psychoanalysis of cult leaders.
Right.
Because he just easily fools all these kids. Do you have a favorite finger, by the way, of all the not the one who becomes good? Like you
the
can't
redhead.
pick that.
I like her. I like her as an actress because she's
the one
Falcon and Winter Soldier, and they underplayed her. I didn't like that, and I was like, whatever. But I like her as an actress.
No, I don't like people that got freckles. But
I'm anti-freckle. No,
but I actually thought, even though it was very brief, but the one who got the big hook to the head.
I did like when she said you picked him because I was weak. That was interesting. I was like, pick her.
She ate his ass up. But like she was really good. James Gunn, you found your Harley Quinn.
No, don't leave James Gunn. Stop. Even though don't actually, that's a separate conversation. I got beef with James Gunn, but
he would never though. He would never
that
though.
Later.
Yeah. He likes to shoehorn his canon. You know, it's still Margot Robbie. Go watch Wuthering Heights.
Out in theaters Valentine's Day. What was I saying? Oh, Jack O'Connor being like, oh, like, hey, my friends think like you're Satan, so can you act like Satan? And that's how I was like, that's when like this movie is unserious. The whole plot hinges on them two making a deal, like, hey, I won't kill you if you say you're the devil. And he's like, okay,
Yeah, 100%. Also, curious to know what you think of this. Jack O'Connor's character, Jimmy, he knows he's bullshitting, but when he's talking to Ian,
hold on, my computer might die. I can try this.
we good?
Action.
Yeah, when he's talking to Ian, you kind of, because he kind of breaks down.
Right.
You know, like he breaks himself down, and you kind of like for once you kind of feel like he's being genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of feel like he actually does believe all the stuff about seeing his dad, like you know, for a moment. And it's, you know, and it's just like, you know, at the end of the day, he was just a kid when this whole thing started. So, you know, is he insane? Is he also seeing things and not infected?
Then I'm thinking about how 28 years later started. He sees his father. Like they're all running at him, and the father's still doing a sermon.
Yeah.
So I know, like, okay, I kind of understand why he thinks, oh, my father's the devil.
Yeah, Jimmy got daddy issues.
Calling his, and there's still the daddy issue thing because Spike has daddy issues with Craven.
Yeah, no, Jimmy has daddy
I'm not
issues,
calling Alien Taron Johnson. I'm not saying his name anymore. I'm calling.
When they
him
call you
Craven.
Jimmy, what's your name? Like for real, what's your name? James. James Gunn.
Okay.
Everybody got
But
daddy
this
issues.
movie's definitely showing you there's a father-son dynamic they keep touching on.
Yeah.
So maybe Samson's whatever his child is.
Also with Samson, because when Jack O'Connor, when Jimmy, Jack O'Connor's character, when he says what is like something with father, like with the religious undertone, father save me or something like that.
Oh, what did he say? You mean when he was, why have you forsaken me? That line?
Yeah, Father, why have you forsaken me? But what they showed on screen was Samson carrying away Ian. Because he did kind of take, you know, like the role of a father figure. And
yeah, what is this movie saying about fathers?
I don't know. Like, to me, it's just like, it's also undertone, you know, for like humanity. Right. You know, because the guy that was bad was portrayed as Jesus upside down. But then he, through his eyes, he was seeing Samson as the devil. Right. But Samson, you know, we kind of, you know, he's a good guy. You know, he's just a regular kid on the train before, you know, shit popped
the
off.
Alpha of zombies.
Yeah, and Ian, you know, who was portrayed as Satan, or in the little gimmick that they do. But you know, he's a good guy. You know, he's a doctor. You know, he's trying to help and all of that.
I think Ralph Fiennes says the line like, you know, through all of this, it's just us. It's still just like, hey, humans are the
his whole thing of the memento mori. Remember you must die, but also remember you must live. That's what it is.
It's very simple. Like, we're kind of our own issue because now that we know, oh wait, so the rage virus is curable. So it was, and you know how the world just shut up. I think that's really funny. The only place this is happening is in the UK. Yeah. And the rest of the world said, yeah, fuck them. They stay over there. No one intervened. I'm like, that actually is more real life than anything.
Yeah, because, you know, like the in-universe Indians are like, fucking colonizers.
Like,
fuck them.
It's like, China, help. Russia, help.
Fuck
United States. Everyone's like,
they deserve this.
Forget them. It's not happening. No one go over there. I'm like, see, that's what makes 28 days, years later, it makes it like, okay, this is taking a different angle to zombie flicks. But also, I think that's just the sensibilities of UK writing. They're a lot more, they don't care about, like, American movies have to sell the American dream. Well, UK movies, they're not selling you anything. If it's despair, they're just like, it's all despair. That's what they think.
It's all fucked me.
They're just like, it's all bad. We're not trying to sell you anything. And I think that's what makes this series like, okay, I can see them. Even bringing Cillian Murphy back, it's like, I can see them still going.
Well, we'll get to that.
Cillian Murphy's back.
What did you think of Spike?
I think that I like that kid because at first of all, he's trying to make sense of this world. He was raised in a compound, so it's like you don't really know anything before all of this. You found out your father ain't shit. Like, I think
A man's got to do what a man's got to do.
He's like, wow, my dad ain't shit. Our mom is sick, and he's like, yo, I'm trying to give buns. I'm like, yeah,
it's hard being a man. You know,
remember he lied about when they went out, and that's when the son look at him like, hey, that didn't happen, and the dad's like, shut up, it's our glory moment. Just lie with me, we're gonna get cheeks, okay? And he's like, oh, my dad's full of shit.
Well, it's a tough world out here. It's like, bro, like from the father's perspective,
yeah, like, hey.
From the perspective of Craven the Hunter. I taught you how to hunt. I gassed you up when we got back. And you just leave home and you drop off a new baby that I have to re-raise? Are you dumb?
That's why. And then Spike is like, oh, this gang, they saved me. I'll go with them. And then it's like, okay, they're skinning people alive.
Yeah, okay. I knew the entire time. Spike was like, yo, like, I should have stayed home.
Yeah, he's
like,
I should have went back. This is nuts.
Yeah, I was waiting for Aaron Taylor Johnson to show up. I was like, damn, this flood is long.
I thought he would show back up to be like, Spike, where's my son? And I thought he was going to be, I definitely was ready for a showdown of Jack O'Connell versus Craven. I was ready.
He would have ate him up. Because he's,
actually, where's that movie at? I want that movie.
Yeah, well, it's too late for that. He's crucified. He's upside down in the Bone Temple.
No. When he was upside down and the camera spins and then, man, jump scare. Then that girl jumped. I couldn't.
Yeah, there was a girl to Ora's left.
She jumped so hard. She went, wow. Like, she went like, oh.
In the middle of the movie, like, she was eating something. And I'm like, yo, she was really chewing.
Yeah, I was like,
and I looked and it was pasta. And I was wondering if she got it at the establishment or, if she brought it from home.
Alamo sells pasta. I don't know what she was eating. But it was annoying. And she was loud. And then she jumped hard. I was like, okay, this is stupid.
You don't notice these things when the movie's trash. But when the movie's good, you're just like, yo, like, come on.
You ruined it.
Shut up. You're ruining it. Cillian Murphy.
Yes, Cillian Murphy's back. And he's still a teacher. He was teaching about World War II. I'm like, look, Oppenheimer's talking about World War II.
Yeah, that was...
he's back. He can't get over it.
Also, they called Ian the Dark Lord.
Yes. Oh, they did call him the Dark Lord. I'm like, Voldemort. And he says another line that I was like, oh, that's interesting. I forgot what he said. He said another
some
line.
Fourth
There's a couple of lines that are like
breaking for y'all.
Tongue in cheek, like, oh, look.
He kind of has a wand.
Kinda. Yes.
Yeah.
Kinda. He definitely... I'm kind of sad they killed his character. I definitely was like, I kind of liked him.
I don't know. Like, I think... Because the character was there for 2 movies, so it kind of served his purpose, like for Spike and then for Spike really for grief and
right.
The stages of grief and he kind of like, it's like, bro, like your mom has cancer, but you're gonna have to get over it.
Yeah, but the mom's like, hey, I want euthanasia.
Yeah, I would have liked a shot of the skull up top of the mom overlooking the fingers, something a little bit, just to acknowledge her well, not her presence, but her spirit.
She's the last skull, technically, on that top of
because he puts it there, and Cillian Murphy, man. I don't know if they wanted him back for like the last one, but then he was like, "I'm gonna wait and see how it does," No,
I think that was
rightfully
the plan. I think they knew, okay, let's see how the first one does.
Because days, weeks, and years are all like. Well, the last one, it was, like always new set of characters, different story. But, now they're kind of, the next one should be, like, this better not go on too long than it needs to, because that's when it gets bad.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Because that girl, the redhead with the freckles, I think she is still a little of a Satanist.
You think she's crazy?
She's going to kill that little girl. I'm ready, like
the kid.
Something because it's just like she's, even though she was like, I don't believe him, but I think she still believes like, I might be a Satanist though. I don't. That's why I think I'm like, that's why I think they're gonna go. Or Anton Dodger shows up and is like, Craven's here to kick Oppenheimer's ass.
Okay, I don't think he's gonna be evil, but like if he's definitely in the next one, but I think it'll be more along the lines of him just repairing his relationship with his son.
If he shows up.
And not being like, I'm gonna kill Cillian Murphy because I'm mad.
Look, I'm telling you how this series is going. I'm like, I actually can't. Like, if someone after I left 28 years later, I would have. If someone be like, yeah, the next one, Samson is like becomes a human. I'll be like, I wouldn't believe you.
Samson needs to be okay. If he wasn't the main character to be in the third movie,
right?
And write something in.
No, he definitely will be in the next one. They're all in the same land. There's like
I need lots of lines. I need Samson showing up and with Ian's work and being like research,
or maybe another alpha.
Oh, but one that's cured, but he's still a dick.
Where will they? Actually, that's why I like when a series. I actually don't know where they're gonna go. Because they can go like there's so many things they've been laying out.
Also, one more thing. I had this idea. Well, not like an idea that they should act upon,
right?
But just so they do days, weeks, and then a trilogy for years.
Right.
They didn't do months, which would be 2 years and 4 months after the first movie. I think that's where Cillian Murphy's character comes in, right? If they feel like they don't have enough room to tell the story in the third 20, just a little prequel, like nothing too crazy, just fill in, some of the gaps.
You said that, I immediately thought of de-aging. I was like, oh god.
Oh no.
And it's Sony.
You don't really have to de-age because Cillian Murphy's character in the first one, didn't he have a beard?
He had a beard,
but did he shave?
But he was a lot skinnier. This is young Cillian. That was like. We're gonna. You just scared me. I'm literally just when I hear prequel, I just think de-aging.
He could get on the Christian Bale apple a day diet, apple and a cigarette.
What was that for? The Machinist, whatever that one was.
Yeah, and Killian's Irish. Come on, he could pull it off.
I think he can do it, but
I'm mad we didn't get a scene with him and Jack O'Connell.
That sucks because. I think that
because Killian's character would have been like,
because he's a lot more practical and like he was like, this guy is really unserious. It would have been funny actually.
Yeah, it would have been like, yo, you good, bro?
Like you talking about old Nick? What are you talking about? But he has a daughter. Wait, is that what's that actress's name? Is that Naomi Watts' daughter?
I don't know.
Did they have a kid?
They had a kid?
I gotta rewatch. Cause like he had a black kid, so I'm like, all right. So you're saying that's Naomi Watts' daughter? What are you saying?
Yeah, that stuff in movies is so annoying to me.
They gotta push the mixed agenda. Like, the kid is mixed.
Okay.
Yeah. So 28 years later, Bone Temple. Would you recommend it?
Highly recommend it. What would you rate it out of 10?
I actually stopped rating movies. I only rate it if it's 5 stars, and then if I like it, I just say, "Hey, I liked it."
Yeah, because I feel like a movie now is either like these days it's either trash, good, or like okay, it's perfect.
Yeah,
change nothing.
I'm like, it's definitely. But I was saying, I actually because I'm still like I'm against zombies. I just saw We Bury the Dead, and I was like, every zombie movie I'm always but this one I'm actually like no. This is actually interesting and doing something different. So I'm definitely, I highly recommend this one. Especially if you saw all the other 28 years later. This continues it.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great series. Hopefully this one makes money, for all the right reasons.
Right.
Nia DaCosta, Jack O'Connell, the Samson actor, Cillian Murphy, like finally being down to do the third one.
Yeah, because I know when the 28 years later came out, everyone was like, "Well, is he gonna come back?" And he wasn't saying anything. That means he already probably filmed this, and he knew.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm coming back.
Yeah.
We're just.
Or maybe it was a really short scene, or maybe it was added later on.
Right.
Like maybe it had a different ending with Aaron Taylor Johnson, like like from the first one being like no, but in this one
that's an unserious name.
No, but in this one he crosses Spike. Like what?
Come on, you can't name that's a dog's name.
Yeah, that's
Spike. I was like, and then I was like him yelling Spike. I'll be like,
that's like come meet my dog Spike, and it's like it's like a little Chihuahua.
Like nah, come on, give the kid a real name.
A little runt. But yeah. Honestly, can't wait for the next one. I can't wait for the next one.
Actually, I don't even think they announced it. Let's look.
And hopefully also while he checks, maybe set a precedent. Well, not a precedent, but like a little trend for a quick turnaround. Tired of waiting for movies, all these years. Planet of the Apes, gotta wait like half a decade.
Oh yeah, remember we saw? I didn't like that one.
No, I thought it was fine, but it's like I need
think
more.
I miss Caesar. I think I was just like, where's our leader, man?
Caesar,
this guy's not a leader. He's talking about birds. I need a leader.
Well, speaking of Caesar and like a bunch of apes.
That's why that movie works.
No guns versus Samson and the squad.
And the zombies? Well, can the apes get the rage virus?
Well, they technically could because it started with them in 28 days.
I got the zombies. We just saw Samson. He was in a tight corner. Oh, yeah. There's a scene where he's on a train and he's mowing down zombies. Because now I think they even know, oh, you're not infected anymore. And then you saw it, they even cough the blood at him because they're like, let's try to infect, and it doesn't work.
It.
And he's like, doesn't mean nothing. Crack! I was like, he's doing WWE moves, okay? That was pretty cool. I was like, wait, he did kill a horde of zombies in a train. So it wasn't even like he had space. They're like, could he beat Batman without prep time?
Nah, he definitely could. Samson is
actually now I'm like, where are they going with him? This is interesting.
No, like he is for real the heart of the movie. Yeah. Whoever goes out and watches this, like as soon as the movie's over, you're gonna be like, yo, Samson, like Samson is the movie.
Or he goes back to the colony and it's like, I want my daughter or son, whoever that baby was.
Oh, so he's not like a villain. He's an antagonist.
Right. And then he's like, where's Spike? He's like, who's Spike? Like, and then he's like, Craven's like, I'm in training.
Spike, who's this bum?
I want him back in the movie. I thought that was really hilarious that he was just like, I'm a piece of shit. There was nothing more to his character than he's a piece of shit. They did not even front on that.
I think you're reading too much into the piece of shit thing because it's like...
No, because remember how the son reacted? Like, he was like, first his dad's lying about how many zombies...
Doesn't he hit him? At one point, he smacked him, right?
I think he does smack him. That's what I'm saying. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's like, but Dad, why are you abuse doing this? Isn't the same thing as discipline.
You're lying.
Like, I got my ass beat. No, I love my parents.
No, but if you felt that they're lying to me, you're cheating on our dying mother, and then, like, you're kind of you're just not reliable. So I'm like,
yeah, and he was doing it with the math teacher, which is crazy.
He's like, yo, that's my teacher.
Yeah. Like, shout out to all math teachers and former math teachers.
I'm never doing it again. Never doing it again.
Yeah.
That's how 28 years later thoughts The Bone Temple. Go see it, y'all. It's pretty good.
Peace.
See y'all next time. Actually, what is the next movie? I actually don't know.
Wuthering Heights.
No, the next movie where I'm seeing the Testament of Anne Lee. It's Amanda Seyfried's movie. It's the couple that did Brutalist. They did this one. So, I'm interested in it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be absent for that
he
one.
Said, I'm not watching that. Actually, when's the next time you want to come on? What's a movie that's, you said Wuthering Heights. What else is on your radar this year?
This is a good year. Yeah. This is a great year. This is a great year to get a season pass. Tell you what, The Odyssey, Doomsday.
No, The Odyssey, I saw the prologue in IMAX.
Amazing.
We're not ready. I was in theater just doing, the absolute cinema, the Scorsese thing. I was doing that the whole time. I was like, oh wait, this looks... And people were trying to complain like, oh, the costuming, it looks boring. I'm like, yo, you didn't watch the prologue. If you see it in action, you'll do, this looks amazing.
See, like ass nitpicking. Yeah, people that are doing ass nitpicking. Because it's like, nobody said that about The Gladiator.
It's a movie. I don't care if they're like, hey, everyone dressed in a loincloth. I don't care. Yeah, it's their movie. You got to let them cook.
Like in Roman Empire times, like, I don't care how much armor you got on. You're not fighting no tiger. It's a tiger. It's a tiger. It's a tiger.
Yeah, I didn't like, that's why I'm like, after I saw the prologue, I was like, oh, actually, This movie, and I didn't get. I know they were already selling IMAX tickets.
That movie's for the bros.
I gotta get that.
That movie's for the bros. I hope it could be our generation's Gladiator. Not to that extent of winning Oscars.
It's gonna be our what's that? Jason and the Argonauts, like all those 60s and like 50s big epic Greeks. This is that for us because we never had one. The last big Greek movie is like what, Clash of the Titans? Are you kidding me?
Yo,
that movie's bullshit.
What else is coming out?
Odyssey works. Spider-Man's coming out. I am excited for that. I don't care. Spider-Man always gets me on deck. I'm like, no, Spider-Man. I'm excited.
The one character I'm actually excited about for that movie is the Hulk. Because I feel like we never...
I don't like that. They've been playing the Hulk. Remember he has a son? You know he has a son.
Yeah, Scar.
Where's that at? That's what I'm saying. I hate that they put him in it, but...
Okay, here's what we got. Toy Story 5.
Don't care.
The Mandalorian.
I am very hesitant with that movie. But
I'm not big on Star Wars, but
I love Star Wars, but Mandalorian.
White Hollywood got to stop passing on Pedro Pascal to me as a white man. He is Spanish. Okay, his nose look like mine. It don't look like some white dudes. Y'all got to stop that shit. And every character has that stupid mustache. And I'm supposed to...
No, because he said, I remember he's like, when I shaved for Wonder Woman, he's like, I looked really stupid. So he's like, I have to have a mustache.
It wasn't the mustache. It was the hair.
No, that
stupid wig
overall was really bad. That's why he's like, I can never shave again.
Yeah. Also, the presence of Gal Gadot just makes people ugly anyway. Scream 7. What do you think of Scream 7?
I'm not going to publicly talk about that movie. They fired Melissa Barrera just because she was like, hey, free Palestine. They're like, oh, nope, you're fired. I was like, nah, that's fucked up. I'm not talking about that movie.
I'm not saying anything because I hope to be hot shit one day and I want my checks to be cleared.
So say it. You know what words you got to say. Say it. You know, I stand with, finish that sentence.
I can't stand. I have a bum knee.
He said, I can't stand.
I can't stand. I have a bum knee. Hopefully, by the time I make it, we don't gotta be dealing with this bullshit anyway. Like we need, see, this is what I mean. We need new plot.
Right.
We've been running the same shit.
No, but that I think, what the problem is. It's just the Hollywood elite, whatever. They won't let go of what's holding them back. Is you can't just have white guys writing everything. It's not interesting anymore. You guys had a peak in like the 70s. Great movies came out during that time, but after that, it's been going downhill. So it's like, enough. You have to get other voices. Because internationally, like last year, some of the best movies I watched were international films. So I'm like, yo, there are other voices. It's just white guys in America, they got to get over themselves. Enough. You don't have anything left. Like, go fight Trump. That's y'all fight. All right, go fight that. All right, good. Y'all have nothing to say anymore. I'm kind of over the erasure of new voices. It's like Nia DaCosta. Why doesn't she have an original film out? None.
Yeah,
like even
for sure.
Dev Patel, after he made Monkey Man, I was like, yo, he's actually legit. What has he done after that?
I am a hater of my own people, and I think Dev Patel is okay.
Nah, that's my homie. Did you see Green Knight?
Nah.
He's amazing in that. No, now I want you to go watch Green Knight, and then you'll be like, oh, put Dev Patel and everything.
I'm super hard on my own people. I will only like Dev Patel if he's working on a project that I am directing. So, Dev Patel, if one day you ever see this, no hard feelings, Just,
I don't fuck with the homie. Hey, sorry.
If it's not material I haven't written,
I don't want him in it.
I don't want to know nothing.
Damn, I think this is crazy.
No, I don't actually hate Dev Patel. I just haven't seen anything with him in it.
He could be James Bond.
He could be James Bond. James Bond. You think they're gonna buy it?
I'll buy it.
The Brits are going to be mad about that because they have a brown mayor of London. They have a brown prime minister.
Yeah, as I say, you got to get someone. We need new energy, and I think
James Bond always got to be
white boy.
Yeah, come on, Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig's
imagine a black Bruce Wayne. Like, I don't believe it. What do you mean? What do you mean you got money? What do you mean you was born into money? Shut the fuck up.
He said, who has $1 billion?
Yeah, especially back then.
Yeah, how would he build his empire?
Yeah, like his parents would have never.
James Bond, you can make But actually, it wouldn't work. Come on, they said you would know he's a spy because he'll be in white spaces. And they'll be like, it's obviously him.
Yeah, come on. Like,
But I'm just saying, it's the point of the stories just can't come from the same group because
it's also about like originality.
yeah, it's like of course you're not original. We heard this story before.
Like race, race bending characters. It's just like
It's lazy.
Like, but Black Panther was great. Sinners was great. But when you shoehorn, like Little Mermaid, like come on, what was that?
No, you know what?
was
It's
that?
really interesting. One back to another. The book is about like this hippie woman in the 60s who becomes like a stay-at-home conservative mom in the 80s. That works. That's a lot more. Then in the movie, they're like, oh, let's make her black. That changes everything. I hope you know all that subtext you get from the book is erased now because you made this character black. So now this is a different baggage that you're bringing on.
No, I agree, but that's not like established IP.
No, I mean the book was
or like a legacy character
with
that would have the internet up in arms. Snape is black now.
No, that's bad because now you're saying Harry Father's racist. Remember, Harry's father used to bully Professor Snape. So so now you're telling us Harry's
I'm
parents
also
are
done
racist?
with these like daddy issue stories in general.
That's what I said. White
there's-
men writing all the same stories. It's like, hey, you gotta get someone else in here.
there's positive relationships out there, with your parents and with your father figures and stuff like that. Like not everybody out here getting molested or whatever. Like y'all gotta stop that shit.
Well, remember, pain sells, drama sells. No, have you ever watched a play and it was like no drama happened? No, something gotta happen. But I think where it
more
will
Mufasas.
be more interesting is just place other voices who are like, hey, there's other dope writers out here. Just no, I don't want to watch Lion King. Like, what the fuck? I hated that. Now this conversation. I don't even know what to label this video because I could do
Lion King 3.
A Hollywood conversation.
You gotta split this video in two. You gotta split this video in two.
I might two-part this.
Lion King 3 would be great.
No, it wouldn't. What are you talking about?
Old man Simba
doing what
with the gray mane, being old, being like,
basically
man,
being
fuck
Mufasa.
this shit. No, like Kovu's next in line. You ever saw the second one?
That shit. I hate all of it.
No. The second one was great. You tripping. Second one was great. Second one was great. Second one was about
Lion King 2 was legit.
When you really think about it, what was the second Lion King about?
I don't care. Remember, it was
a white girl bringing home her black boyfriend. That's what that movie was about. Okay, and she said, "Us, look at us. They are us. What differences do you see?" And Zero was like, "No."
You really remember that movie?
Yeah,
I definitely erased that from my mind. I
had that movie on a tape, and I would watch it over and over again.
I have to label the video. Lion King 3 needs to happen.
No, Lion King 3 needs to happen.
Oh man,
I would love to throw my name into the hat of directors.
They got Barry Jenkins to do that Mufasa movie, and he hated it. He literally said like, I think I'll never do this again. He was like, this is bullshit.
Live action animals are not it.
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing? That's what I'm saying. I don't want any part of that anymore. And you wasted an amazing director, but also he's getting his check. So I'm like, good. Go pay your house. Buy a nice house. Get your mother a nice house.
You need the big movies.
Bills. Yeah, like, I gotta pay bills. Yeah. Disney told me to make a bullshit movie. Okay, whatever. Let's make a bullshit movie. But enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
That's the title of it. Enough. Enough.
Just come on.
Enough.
Well, Netflix just bought Warner, so we're about to get slopped.
Should we talk about movie politics?
I mean, we're already talking. Might as well keep going. I think this is my longest episode ever.
Netflix, get your grubby ass streaming fucking hands off of Warner Brothers. This is legacy shit. This is real, like you can't. No, it's bad for the industry.
No, but look. Okay. Remember, Amazon bought MGM. Disney bought 20th Century Fox. Now Netflix is buying Warner Brothers. Like, there is no more legacy studios. They're all done. So now it's Amazon, Disney, Netflix. Those are the big three. And we're going to get AI scripts. I'm already... I think, like, Stranger Things, I didn't even watch that finale. Because I was like, this is stupid. You guys made, what, 5 seasons in 10 years. Bad TV. That's just bad television. Yeah, I remember I was telling my brother I was about to cancel my Netflix. I was so like, I don't like what they're putting out. It's just like, it's not good. And then the movies they do put out, it's only out for 2 weeks. Like we saw Frankenstein, which is actually a really good movie. And I was
Yeah,
like,
no, they were talking about that like whatever is made by Warner Brothers will be in theaters for like not even a month and then straight to streaming. But that's like, but
a movie is not. I don't care. When I watch at home, I'm distracted. Straight up, I am.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm checking the score. I'm pressing pause. Like I was just watching a movie yesterday. I pressed pause and started playing 2K. Then went back to the movie. I was like,
when I watch a movie at home, I can focus, but like I might need a break.
Yeah.
Like if something crazy happens, like for example, you hate Game of Thrones, but for the people, after season 3, episode 9, I stopped watching because it was just so crazy what had happened. I stopped watching and I took a walk to the gym because I was like, whoa, this is insane. But like, I guess, maybe a bad example because even if you watched it as it came out, it's episodic viewing. And yeah, that's another thing, like with HBO, episodic viewing keeps the conversation going. Yes. And then, this binge model, man, like
that doesn't work.
Like, man, they gotta move. See, enough. You gotta move on. It's not the pandemic no more.
Yeah,
we don't need all this. Like trash, garbage, basura.
I remember someone said, what Netflix needs to do? There should be a function where you do theater mode. When you press play, you can't press pause.
And then if you don't finish it, it keeps playing.
Yeah, just
right. And then the movie deletes itself.
It's deleted from your queue. Like, all right, you missed it.
No.
You want to redo it? $5.
Not from the queue. It's completely gone.
It's
completely gone.
So you need someone else's login. Like, hey, I didn't finish that movie, and I put it on theater mode.
And no, also you can't. It's not profile changeable. You can't go on a different profile. It's deleted for everybody. So in your household, you gotta figure out who was that one asshole who got.
I missed like what we used to do as kids. Friday night, go to Blockbuster, rent a movie, get the popcorn. Everyone's around, and we put it in and watch it together. We're like, wow, this really works. And then you got to return.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I'm old now.
Yeah,
I'm that person. That's
must have been nice. We didn't have shit for Blockbuster. Yeah, we were still broke for that shit, but we definitely stole DVDs from the library. That shit was lit. But in hindsight, no regrets because after Sandy, Brooklyn Public Library in Brighton Beach, it was just all those books, DVDs, all that media was like trash. So I actually regret not stealing more from the library.
You lived out there. Yeah, that's true. Sandy, it did not affect where I was. So I was like, I did
wrecked everything.
Like a couple of trees. But actually, you were near the water. Wow, yeah. Why don't you steal more DVDs? Actually, I'm trying to rebuild my DVD collection.
You just put it in your bag. You just walk out.
Actually, I
better not be in handcuffs next week.
I feel like I'm getting my DVD collection, guys.
Oh, shit.
Is it over here? This is from my uncle's collection.
This dude has King Kong.
Hey, I just saw it 20th anniversary. That movie's legit. I was like, it's racist as hell, but it is really good. It is really good, but it's just like, hey, it's just racist. You just got to take that a little.
I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Well, he has Gladiator, who will help me carry him. The Hurricane, I never seen this.
Oh, see?
Man of Fire.
Come on.
A lot of Denzel. Toby.
That's a top 4 movie.
Good Riddance.
No, but this, you see, if you think The Odyssey is dope, I don't care. Brad Pitt and Troy was amazing. When I tell you, me, my brother, my cousin, we watched this so much.
Nah, this is dope.
We can quote it. I got Spider-Man 3 too.
I can see the age on these in good ways, like in a good way. Oh, the Punisher with
Tom Jane.
Tom Jane.
I like him. I like
the
his
real OG.
People hate on it. I got dodgeball. And come on, I gotta get a little Boston action. Little Boston.
The town.
Yeah, guys, go buy DVDs again. This is awesome.
Yeah, because Yeah,
Netflix is gonna delete. You know what's crazy? Because like when I was buying movies online, they can still re-edit them even if you own it. So a lot of these movies will be re-edited and changed.
I had never seen Star Wars before, and
I don't think you can watch the original.
Yeah, and the third one from the original trilogy at the end, because I did not know about this, not a Star Wars. I'm like, but I did know, what came before or after. Right. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, what is the actor from the prequel trilogy doing as a Force ghost?
Yeah, I don't. That's what saying. You can't change. I don't like that. Do not change a movie. Like then, this is how we go deeper into fascism. They start changing everything. And you're like, I don't remember this movie being all white cast. And every movie you watch, you're like, why is this all different? And you're like, yeah, they're tricking us. Fuck Netflix.
Yeah, fuck Paramount too.
No, they're gonna tank because he just doesn't know what's Larry Ellison's son. He doesn't know what he's doing.
You know how much money they paid to UFC for the streaming rights?
How much?
And we still gonna pirate that shit, stupid motherfucker.
No, they're
like $500 million almost. Like insane, like an insane amount of money for them to like no longer incentivize pay-per-view because fighters are the co-main and the main event for sure. Right. But I believe the co-main event too is paid based off of pay-per-view buys, and now they're just like cash. Here you go. Wow. And now the cards probably get weaker because they don't really need to stack a card top to bottom with great fighters and fights.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about. I'm not into UFC, but I ain't gonna lie. The Smashing Machine made me like. This is kind of interesting. You gotta watch. Honestly, I'm a Smashing Machine truther. That movie's actually really good. The Rock is really good in it. It's a very interesting movie, but it's just I know The Rock has ill will with everyone because it's like he made Jumanji.
The Rock's like The Rock can act. We know he can act. He can act. He just chooses not to act because he's like, cut the check.
Yeah. That's why I think even after this, he thought he was going to get an Oscar.
He needs to get skinny.
No, there's one scene in the movie.
No, but we gotta
even I had to sit up in the theater. First of all, when I saw it, it was like 3 people in the movie theater.
Rightfully so.
I was like, wow.
I was Emily Blunt in that.
First I thought her character was super annoying. I was like, what the hell is wrong with her? Then I looked her up. No, her character really was. His wife was an alcoholic, and like. She basically the whole movie's always like, oh, relax, take a drink. And he's like, I'm a recovering addict and you're telling me to drink? Like, she's an asshole in it. But I was like, no, her character really was that. I was like, oh, it worked. At first I was like, what the hell is she doing? Like, why is her character so, like, literally, anytime he loses a fight, she's there. So it was like, she's the problem. But then you look it up, you're like, oh, him and his wife really did have beef. Okay, never mind.
I didn't see.
Smashing Machine's legit. Does
he beat her ass at any point in the movie?
No. He does. That's where the movie kind of teases the high line of like he still has some moral code. Cause there's a scene where you think he's about to knock her out, but then she's.
Did they show him doing steroids?
Yeah, he does steroids. He's on opioids. But all the fight scenes they use jazz music as the underscore. So it's like you're not watching a fight, but you're watching art.
I'm not actually watching now. Man. Wait, so they actually showed Mark Kerr doing steroids, or was it just like The Rock backstage doing his thing?
The Rock doing steroids, which we know The Rock does steroids. So it's like, yeah, this all makes sense. Yo, and you know what's funny? Marty Supreme, because the Safdie brothers broke up. And Smashing Machine gets forgotten. I'm like, that movie's actually pretty good. And I like both movies, but I'm like, no one watched the Smashing Machine.
It's probably going to be on HBO soon anyway, because it's a A24 movie. They actually renewed that contract.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I like A24.
No. A24 is great, but I'm saying like renewing your contract with HBO, but now HBO, all
it's
that
all
stuff
is still Netflix, and Netflix would be like, nothing.
Yeah, you got to do the paperwork. The investors got to approve it, then the government's got to approve it, and the government's worried about fucking Venezuela.
Paramount is basically like trying to be like Trump, jump in on this, and it's like you guys are hoes.
Also, that CEO of bum ass Oracle.
Yo, fuck Oracle. I think I can say that.
Yeah.
Man, this is a really long one, but you got to come back.
We got to start a new studio.
We gotta
start a new studio.
You need a lot of money.
Well, you know.
No, but you know what I thought of too? Like, because now I've been watching a lot of history. He's a Knicks fan, so he knows what despair means.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I like to win.
Let's see if the Knicks won.
I know the Celtics lost. I know the Heat beat them. I didn't even need to check. I was like, I know they lost.
We got to start something for sports, too. Of course.
Damn. The Knicks suck. I don't think Brunson's playing. I think he was out.
It don't matter.
Nah, if Brunson's out, it's like, okay, you're fine.
These are the old
but
man.
Imagine this. This is what I was saying about a studio. Imagine you just put $1 million into a movie, and then you're like, okay, what's the return? They're like, nothing. No one saw it. And you're like, that's $1 million down the drain.
Cat scored 17 and had 20 rebounds.
Oh, no, you remember he has beef with Draymond, so you probably was like, I can't be soft against Draymond. Actually, damn, I wish I saw that game. I know Draymond be going at Cat. All right, this is not a basketball podcast.
Yeah, the Knicks. Shout out Spike Lee.
Nah, fuck Spike Lee, man.
What he do now?
Not because of his movie, but because of his Knicks. I'm a Knicks hater, y'all. I think I never said that on
Fake
YouTube.
New Yorker. Don't ever you can't be anything Boston fan.
No, children,
like,
you have a choice.
I'm from Brooklyn.
I'll never forget. I think my dad took us to a game, and it was when Jamal Crawford was on the Knicks, and I was like, "This team sucks." And everyone was like, "No, you gotta be a fan. You gotta be a fan." I'm like, "No, I don't. I like Paul Pierce. I'm a Celtic fan. Fuck you guys. What the hell? I don't have to be a fan of this." See, that's why we're getting bad movies. Y'all are just fans like, oh, we gotta suck up to Netflix. Just suck up to them. No, ban them. Block Netflix. Stop watching. That's how you change stuff. And that's why I seen 2 rings in my lifetime. How many rings you seen in your lifetime?
0.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
0.
Go with the winners, y'all.
We seen a cup though.
And y'all didn't put a banner up. You did not put a banner up.
Honestly, rightfully so. That's the one thing Knicks, like, they're actually good at. Like, they don't just retire anyone's number. Like, we haven't retired anyone's number since Patrick Ewing. Like,
you think they're going to retire Melo's? That's a hard one.
Only because, and I'm not saying if they should or shouldn't, but I think it will because no one has worn 7 since. And Leon Rose was his agent, and he's the GM now, so he's probably like, you know,
I'm going to
do you a favor.
He's a Hall of Famer. Yeah. So like, we can maybe.
You know, we haven't had one since Ewing. You know, it'd be a nice little ceremony. You know, but that's good. You know, you got multiple, you know, like number 3 is now, you know, like number 3 has been memorable for us for 3 players now. Like John Starks and then Marbury.
And Josh Hart is number 3?
Yeah, Josh Hart. But it's like.
I hate Josh Hart.
Why?
He can't shoot. I'm always just like, he's so annoying.
He's a glue guy.
He'd be like, I'm like, you're 6'4", you act like you're 6'9". Stop. You're annoying.
Oh yeah, you know, I would act like like that too if I rebounded like I was 6'9".
I don't like.
There's dudes 7 feet in the league that can't average 10 rebounds, and this dude gets 10 rebounds in his sleep.
Are you shading Cat?
Yes, I'm shading Cat. Fuck him. You know, his big ass feet don't want to get back on defense, man. Like, what is that? You get paid $53 million.
I think I've talked this second half is just talking Hollywood and basketball. I'm like, we started just talking.
Man, I miss Isaiah Hartenstein. I miss Julius Randle, and I miss Dante DiVincenzo.
You know, I was telling my bro, I was like, I ain't gonna lie. Even though y'all beat us last year, but I think that was bullshit. But
okay.
I was actually afraid of y'all with Randall.
The year prior?
Yeah, because y'all are like tough. And I think anytime a team's tough, you can beat the Celtics. Because the Celtics are
what a lot of us are mad about is the 2024 roster with Mikal, which is what we had until that dirty
won't talk to the media. He's like, I'm not talking to the media.
That dirty Stan Presti took Isaiah Hartenstein from us, and you know who held it down last year, you know, while Chet was hurt, and he took our guy. But you know, fuck him. You know, they're about to lose their role players.
He literally made
over
the best
summer.
decision. He got the money and the ring. Can you remember?
No, for sure.
Choose money or the ring. He said, I did both.
Yeah. Had his cake and ate it too. Yeah, for sure. But you know. Fuck OKC, because we historically hate Boston. I don't hate this Boston team. You know, Tatum's great. He's great for basketball. You know, he's a good guy. You know, everybody be like, oh, you know,
he's like a nice guy. He's an LMA.
Yeah, like the clutch thing is an issue, but you know, it ain't got nothing to do with him.
Clutch.
Yeah, like
you know, that's BS. He actually is clutch. It just
He had a great game. I was at that game
Yeah, I
live.
know. I was like, you were at the game. That was crazy.
You know, he snapped his Achilles, and I was just like, oh my God, OG dunked. And we were like, oh, and then now they're going to be like, oh, you got hurt. You got hurt.
Did.
We were well on our way
Okay,
to being up
even
3-1.
If we were up 3-1 against y'all, and then Brunson towards Achilles, I was like, well, it's not a real series. The best player got hurt.
To me, a real series would have been if, like, KP wasn't asleep.
No, yeah, he has long COVID.
Is he okay now?
No,
He's in Atlanta.
I'm saying he's not doing. Even in Atlanta, he keeps missing game. They're like he's having this breathing issue.
How do you have breathing issues in Atlanta?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's COVID. He has long COVID, and they keep saying it's something else. I'm like, it's COVID, y'all. It's a problem, and it is affecting athletes. And I'm like, now KP, get healthy, man, because you aren't right. And we should have played Cornet more. So don't get me started on that series. KP had 7 points. Missoula, wake up, bench him.
See,
Okay,
like
whatever.
the way y'all feel about Cornet is how we feel about iHeart. Like you
Well,
guys,
we won with Cornet.
but you guys lost Cornet for no reason. Yeah,
We won though. So guess what? I'm not that mad because I'm like, we won.
But hey,
And guess what?
did he get minutes that year?
Nah, he really didn't. But I don't care.
Yeah, because it was.
Now Kata's nice. Kata's nice. So I'm like, it's going good.
Who's Cade?
Kata.
Okay.
Nemus Kata. I like him.
Yeah, I don't be knowing the roster like that.
Yeah, I'm tapped in. I know y'all team. What's that? Kolick? I like him.
He starts now, right? The guy who won 6-man, like Pritchard.
Yeah, he starts now.
Yeah, he started. Yeah, because y'all lost Drew Holiday. But Drew Holiday is like, okay, age, no problem. But yeah, KP
Also money. We couldn't pay them. Yeah,
man,
we got a
if
new owner,
KP,
too.
the only thing Phil Jackson ever did right for us was draft KP. After
You know what's
everything
funny?
after that was out of our control.
Phil Jackson wanted to trade Porzingis for Jaylen Brown, and the Celtics were gonna do it. Y'all could have had JV. Y'all messed up. Y'all could have had a star. Y'all could have had Jaylen Brown.
His bald ass.
I like shout out let's go. Actually, I got a Juice hoodie in there. I have no Tatum gear. I got Brown gear. I think Brown's the one.
I don't hate Jaylen Brown. You know, he's Muslim. You know, he's a
Yeah,
good guy.
yeah, shout out to the brother.
He be
He's
doing
Muslim.
you know, he be doing stuff for the community. You know, he's doesn't he have like legit PhDs?
No. But he did. I mean, he was like taking grad level courses, and he got his own sneaker. He's like, I'm not signing no one. This is my money.
He has his own sneaker.
Yeah, it's his own brand.
Oh yeah, good for him. I ain't wearing that shit.
You should, because he's a champion. All right, that's what that. Yeah, it hits different. I can finally.
Speaking of shoes, why does Nike get to drop John Morant? Right.
Well, his shoes are still selling, and he's not even playing.
Yeah, but I don't think he's getting another shoe because he's a headache. Too much of a
Well,
risk.
that's why he needs to get traded. That's why, even though the Memphis just said, "Oh, we're taking feelers," but Ja wants to get traded too. He needs a different scene.
Well, I'm pretty sure his shoe line ended. Well, he's not getting another shoe, and instead Nike gave a big ass contract to Cade Cunningham. Meanwhile, Brunson only gets custom colorways. You know how hard his shoes are to get for no reason.
Let me tell you something.
What?
Fuck.
Jalen
Brunson. I'll take Cade any day.
You think you guys are ever going to win another championship?
Yes.
No, like realistically,
I think next year
Oh, next year you think so?
we're coming right back. Because now that Missoula's proving, okay, he's a great coach. Now it's Brad's like, all right, give us a real big man.
No, Brad
And, like,
is a great GM.
One other
Brad is a great
point
GM.
guard. We can go right back. Because now the East is trash. Because
But
next year, who's good on the East? It's
Nah,
still
nah,
trash.
nah.
It's still just Knicks, Pistons. That's it.
Let's suppose both Tatum and Halliburton come back healthy, right? Indiana figures out, you guys figure out the center situation, as does Indiana because they lost Miles Turner. Big hit. They figure that out. They're still good. If we figure out our center situation,
Basically,
we should be okay. Pistons,
They're legit. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, they will be here for the next 3 years.
dynasty.
No, they're not winning.
They
shit,
will.
though.
No,
They can't beat any West team. No offense, Piston fans.
they're gonna like 3 of them out there.
Yeah,
like they're gonna outlast.
Actually, I went to the arena.
Eminem and 2 friends.
I went to the arena. It's lit. I like Detroit.
Nah, for sure. Detroit's a great city. Never been though.
You would like it.
Oh, Detroit.
Actually, I don't know.
I think I think any of the East Coast. I think any of the East Coast cities are like
Yeah,
Detroit,
like,
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. Legit. I love
not
Chicago.
Boston though. But everybody else cool, But Boston, Miami, and Indiana, fuck y'all. For real.
I used to say fuck Miami, but I really respect them, man. I was there when they whooped our ass in 23. That's why I was like, nah, I went to that game.
In 2020,
When they beat us, we were down 0-3. And they were the 8th seed. That's what I'm saying. You know what, too? Knicks.
You know what's funny? That would have never happened if we had our shit together.
No, y'all were trash. We would have killed y'all that.
No. For sure.
But that
I
would
ain't
have been
denying
easier.
that.
Then we would have got trashed by the Nuggets, though. But the thing was, you got to get embarrassed. On your way to greatness, but that's my thing with the Knicks. Y'all got embarrassed last year. Why are you playing like crap now? Like, Hallenberg literally just went, you choked. Game 1. He told you choked. And how do you respond the next year? The Pistons are better than you. That's bad.
The sad part is about the Knicks, the 24 team hurt down bad.
Yeah.
Had a longer series than them bums last year. I don't know what that was, but
And then you all blame Tibbs. Okay.
no.
Now you got a new
Tibbs
coach.
wasn't to
Now
blame.
what? Who's the problem?
No, Tibbs wasn't to blame. I'm not with
Actually,
these
the
old
more I
head
think
coaches
about the
anyway.
Knicks situation-
All these coaches that are like over 50 and overweight, y'all gotta go. They gotta be out the league.
Yeah.
No.
You said, wait,
no,
why
straight
the
up.
overweight?
No, like Mike Malone, old head.
We not overweight. Oh, Mike Malone was overweight.
Mike Brown, old head. They're all the real top 5 of the coaches. The best coaches in the
young
league
ones,
today.
yeah.
Joe Mazzulla, in shape. JJ Redick, in shape.
Steve Kerr's in
Eric Spoelstra in shape. Yeah. No, but Steve Kerr's still on the,
Right.
as a coach, he's still pretty young. I mean, not anymore. He's been in it for, 10 years, over 10 years now. But yeah, man, out with the old in terms of everything. NBA coaches and Hollywood, man, get out of here with this shit. Man, Mike Brown has been around forever.
Yeah.
This dude used to coach LeBron when LeBron was in the early 20s.
Yeah, LeBron, his first finals got swept.
Yeah, like LeBron is basketball Jesus. We need to look at time in the NBA as like 9/11 or some shit. How we, pre 9/11 New York, post 9/11 New York. Pre LeBron NBA, post LeBron NBA.
That's facts.
Type shit.
That's facts. So you're saying out with all the old coaches.
Yeah, because one gets fired, Doc Rivers too.
Well, I don't know. They said, why he always gets hired. He really knows how to snooze up to owners. And they're just like,
yeah, because he's a hoe.
We like him.
Yeah, because he's a hoe.
Like, he's good at being a people person and being like, come on, man, I got your back. And it's like, he's a shit coach. And he blew how many 3-1 leads? And then, remember, he came out and was like, it wasn't my fault. It was Chris Paul's fault while we blew that lead.
For a time, Doc Rivers was a great coach, when he was, when he was y'all coach and, the zone defense, to beat that, for the Lakers.
Guess who was our defensive coach? Shout out to Tom Thibodeau. Another Celtic champion. Even though he beat us, but he showed up at our training camp.
What is Tibbs to you? Is
he just respect? I remember when I really liked him.
Not as a coach, but who do you? I don't even remember him for his time with us. To me, he will always be the D Rose Bulls.
Yeah, I would say D Rose Bulls. That's why I'm like. That's why I always respect Tibbs. I really did like those Chicago teams.
Yeah, Tibbs,
and also he developed Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he did.
Take that. I'm like, Jimmy
yeah.
Butler was like a second rounder, and we don't know what he's gonna be, and now he's a star. Shout out to
Jimmy
Tibbs.
Butler's issue was he was 3 years too late, because what that Bulls team needed. That Bulls team had everything to go all the way. Yeah, they just needed another defensive minded guy who could be a second scoring option if D Rose is having a bad night. But the timeline that they were on. By the time Butler developed, D Rose was cooked. Then Joakim Noah won Defensive Player of the Year, but he was on his way out. Carlos Boozer was, he was never.
Dang was getting spinal taps.
Yeah,
that's what I was like. Wait, what? He has meningitis. I was
like,
what is Tibbs doing? He's like, yeah, we're working too hard.
I don't know what that is, but I guess Law Deng got something on his trip to Africa, and and Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson was good.
Yeah, shout out to Fort Greene. He's from Brooklyn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shout out BK, man.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but His old ass was on the team 2 years ago. But,
He
you
wasn't
know,
he on the Knicks at one point because Top Tiddle brought him back. He was like, "Hey, I like my guys. Get Taj Gibson in here."
yeah, Tibbs.
But y'all do need a vet right now. Y'all need a vet. Like we had Al Horford. That was our vet. Kind of keep everyone level headed. Who's the Knicks vet?
Shit. Nobody.
Damn, that's why they trash.
Like the only guy who has one on our team is OG, but it's like he was like like a sophomore year behind.
And I think he was hurt that playoff run. I don't even think he really got.
He was hurt the whole run. Yeah, because he didn't need to be there. Like
actually,
Kawhi Leonard
the
in his
oldest
prime.
player on the Knicks? Mikal Bridges?
Nah, not Mikal. Mikal's not that old.
But he went to the finals. Like it was part of he was a starting lineup in the finals.
Yeah.
Devin Booker. Damn, y'all don't have actually cats. Y'all vet. That's why y'all trash. Your oldest player is Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, nah, ain't gonna work. Because Brunson, even though he's older, he came in the league 2018. So it's like he's young dude.
All the Nova guys are not as young as people think because they actually spent time in college.
Yeah, I was like they spent
which a lot of these players need to start doing, but it's
one and done.
Yeah, they're just like, nah.
Everyone's not like Brown and Tatum.
Sweet.
Everyone's not like
they spent
Brown.
a few years in college.
No, one and done. And we still get the bag, still get the ring. No,
that's
trouble.
Great. That's great. But I'm saying like players that spend more years in college, like
they tend to be more mature.
More mature, hone your skills, actually come in NBA ready. Your body's NBA ready.
Well, look at Bronny.
Not these 18-year-old boys just coming in.
Look at little Bronny. That's I don't care. Stephen A was right. You should go off on LeBron. Like your son is trash, and you got him into the NBA. Come on. That's bad. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That was whack. LeBron, that's a stain on your legacy. I don't care.
Aren't you related to Stephen A?
I'm not related. But our families know it. Like my grandparents know him. I'm like, I don't know him. But my grandparents know him. Stephen A actually.
I love that one episode after on whatever show it was where like Stephen A was like, I was ready to fight LeBron. I was ready to fight LeBron.
They said if he would have, I would have put hands on him. I'm like,
I would have put hands on him.
I said, you're what, 5'10", maybe? And you're saying 6'8" LeBron.
The only guy who does media who would actually beat up an NBA player is Shannon Sharp.
Nah, I wouldn't. Shannon Sharp, he's too busy with the white girls. He's not focused.
Yeah. You're right about that. He's in the
he's in the what is it? Get Out. He's in the summer. It's like, bro, you deep in there. You gotta find your way.
He's roommates with Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, exactly.
He's roommates with Jonathan Majors.
He's like,
damn, bro, they got you too. Yeah, man, they got me too. They got me too.
It's like, come on, bro.
Man, Jonathan Majors needs more work. Yo, somebody eat shit.
I was just telling my fiance, like, I'm surprised Jonathan Majors hasn't been in a Tyler Perry movie. Because Tyler Perry's like purgatory for black actors.
I would work with Jonathan Majors and Johnny Depp.
Why?
Why not?
They're done, man. Remember, that's why I didn't like how Magazine Dreams, that was that guy's first film, and it got attached to Jonathan Majors. Then the movie got buried. And it's just like, yo, bro, I could have, now I'm like, what's his next movie? Because your debut was sunk by an actor. So it's like, what do you do? Well, how do you, that's bad. Now the movie won't even get properly critiqued or people won't really look out for you because...
His performance in that movie is great, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I still haven't watched it. I remember when it was playing in theaters, it was playing like two theaters.
He fully plays like
a crazy bodybuilder.
Yeah, like a meathead. Like that one, I'm pretty sure you've seen that Instagram clip that makes the rounds. Yeah,
literally looking forward to watching. Then when the movie got pulled, I was like, nah, that's corny. That's why I was like, that writer director is like, what will be your next podcast? You know how hard it is to get something out there, and you get a big name attached.